We proudly present the winning projects and their authors in the region of Middle East Africa. The 4 acknowledgement prizes are ranked equally. An acknowledgement prize goes to the Heritage Lab at MIT in the USA for connective threads, shelters for refugees in Jordan using upcycled textile waste. The world generates over 80 billion square meters of discarded or unused garments every year. Creating value by coupling this waste with human potential of refugee camps is the idea behind the project Connective Threads. It proposes the use of cultural technology to strengthen the ethnographic and environmental resilience of displaced populations.
The project creates modular tapestries that can be used to make refugee shelters for displaced Syrians. The exterior tapestries are made of recycled jeans layered over emergency blankets and tarps. The interior tapestries are made of recycled clothing layered over UNHCR woolen blankets. These shelters not only provide better insulation than the standard ones, they preserve cultural memory and add aesthetic enrichment to the refugees' daily life.
A next acknowledgement prize goes to Aziza Chaouni project in Morocco for Cultural Interlude, a self-sustaining center to preserve tribal cultural heritage in an oasis. The global trend of urban migration goes hand in hand with exodus from non-urban areas. The oasis Dra Valley in southern Morocco is losing its inhabitants, and along with them, its heritage of tribal music, vernacular architecture, and its agricultural basis. The project Cultural Interlude aims to help preserve local life and culture by creating a self-sustaining cultural center in the town of Mamid El Ghizlain.
The project combines vernacular architecture with innovative design approaches. It incorporates traditional construction with cutting-edge technologies, such as solar chimneys and solar-powered geothermal systems, along with passive systems like composting toilets and rainwater harvesting for both domestic and irrigation purposes.
Another acknowledgement prize goes to a team of architects at the University of Tehran for Inundation Harvest, a project for urban flood mitigation using ancient techniques in Iran. Located in arid southern Iran, Bandar-e-Kong receives just 13 centimeters of rain a year. The problem is that the rain falls only in winter, in downpours that cause heavy flooding within the city. At the same time, the city lacks urban green spaces and adequate agricultural infrastructure. The project Inundation Harvest aims to solve both of these problems by restoring an indigenous ecological system.
The system was in use until about 50 years ago, when it was abandoned in favor of modern technology.
The stormwater is fed into 35 hectares of old date and palm tree orchards, walled in as flood gardens. Today, these gardens are all abandoned and are no longer green and fruitful. The project will restore and reuse these flood gardens, channeling stormwater to them as the old system did. The orchards will be revitalized and once again become a source of revenue for the locals. A next acknowledgement prize goes to Prome Consultants in Uganda for Urban Movement, a multi-modal transport scheme for the city of Kampala.
Extreme traffic congestion is a costly and dangerous fact of everyday life in downtown Kampala. Insufficient transportation infrastructure poses serious health risks to pedestrians and vehicle users alike. The problem is so acute that it even has farther-reaching economic consequences.
The project Urban Movement envisions an upgraded multimodal transportation network designed for safe, efficient, and cleaner travel in Kampala. The concept incorporates elements of traffic engineering, landscaping, and urban design to significantly improve the quality of life in the city. Next are the main winners. The Holcim Awards Bronze, Middle East Africa, goes to MEIA Atelier Mar in Cabo Verde for rebuilding ERUPTS, a post-disaster community reactivation facility on the volcanic island.
Chadas Calderas is a village situated in the volcanic crater of Pico do Fogo on the island of Fogo in Cabo Verde. Following a disastrous volcanic eruption in 2014, the government decided to create a master plan for the sustainable rebuilding and redevelopment of the village. The project Rebuilding ERUPTS establishes an educational complex within this plan.
The complex is conceived as a catalyst for the reactivation of community life. It comprises 7 small buildings surrounding a courtyard. The buildings are being erected by locals trained in specific construction methods, besides a light reinforced concrete structure that ensures the structural stability. Volcanic rock is used as the main construction material. Utilizing this plentiful local resource reduces carbon emissions. The Holcim Awards Silver Middle East Africa goes to Dawan Mud Brick Architecture Foundation for post-war reconstruction, a heritage recovery project for community enhancement in Yemen.
Yemen has been torn by civil war since 2015, and this has caused destruction throughout the country. Many significant cultural sites have been severely damaged or nearly entirely destroyed. This project aims to restore and rehabilitate some of the most important buildings.
9 landmarks are being reconstructed. 3 Sufi shrines, 4 mosques and 2 domes. The project is being done with the support of the local authorities and the local community. Master masons and skilled artisans are leading the reconstruction work using traditional building methods and materials and training people on site. And the Holcim Awards Gold Middle East Africa goes to the Rivak Center for Architectural Conservation in Palestine. For growing social fabric, an environmental, social and cultural hub in East Jerusalem.
This project proposes the rehabilitation of the historic center of Kafra Kab, a devastated neighborhood in East Jerusalem. The project is a collaborative effort between the local community and partnering institutions. It aims to create an environmental, social and cultural hub for the local community.
Because Kafra Kab has suffered heavy environmental and physical destruction, an ecological approach was chosen. The project incorporates multiple green strategies like recycling, adaptive reuse, rainwater harvesting, grey water systems, and roof gardens. Local materials like limestone, sand, and crushed pottery, wisely mixed with structural concrete elements, are being used in the reconstruction of the neighborhood. The Holcim Foundation congratulates all winners and thanks them for their significant contributions to sustainable construction.